Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and I'm playing Project Gorgon again, as you can see. And today well, what I've been doing is basically leveling up some of my skills. Basically, there are certain skills that I want at a certain level, and so I've been leveling those. First of all, before I start, I want to I'm not sure the pronunciation of the name, but I want to thank Kaim for helping me out. He took me around some dungeons, showed me some stuff, made me realise that there's actually so much more to the game than I initially thought, and already thought that there was too much. So yeah, thank you for that. That was an awesome time. Yeah, so a couple of things that I'm going to show you today. First of all, I'm going to show you Transmutation, which is a new skill that I've recently unlocked. It's not here, is it, Bob? No. It's under alchemy. There we go. So transmutation is no abilities, as you can see, no passive skill ups from leveling up. Basically, what it allows you to do, it allows you to break items down into this item, phlogiston, which I'll just call flog, basically. Distill. Yeah, you get a recipe for it. You need some different prisms to break it down, but there's only a small chance of you losing them, so it's it's not too much of a problem. So you break it down into flog. What's this going to give me? That's giving me some crude flog. There's 5 different types, depending on the level of the of the item, determines what level of flog you get from it. But also there are transmutation tables. So what you do at the tables is that you take one of the modifications on a particular item. So ice armor restores 70 armor over 30 seconds. Essentially, what you do there is you on the transmutation table, you choose that, and it will change it to another ice modification, an ice only. And what that allows you to do, and I've done it on some of the items that I've already got, is it allows you to play around with the modification, so you can kind of, I guess it's kind of like upgrading. It's more changing into the ones that you want, essentially. There is an RNG factor. If you go on to, like for battle chemistry, for example, if you go onto the battle chemistry skill on the wiki, and if you, right at the bottom, it says select modifications or whatever by slot. So if you click on that, it tells you what each slot is capable of. So for boots, for example, or footwear, for battle chemistry, it's probably like 6 to 10 different modifications or upgrades you can get. So yeah, so if I wanted to change bomb attack still plus 19 damage to something else, there's like a 1 in 6 to 10 chance that you'll get the one you want. Yeah, and it's a bit of RNG, but I think that's okay. It's not as bad as some games with regards to RNG on this kind of thing. So that allows you to tailor your equipment to a certain extent. And what's quite good as well is if you've got an item that's got a number of, let's have a look. If you've got an item that's got, so this has got this has got 3 different battle chemistry mods, so you won't get any of the ones that are already on there. So if I change the top one, you heal 6 health and 6 armor. I won't get the other 2, so it kind of lowers your chance, I guess. Increases your chance of getting what you want, essentially. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that's transmutation. Along with augmentation, you can break items down. I'm not sure if you break items down to create. I think you break items down and you get some other material, which then lets you remove a modification. So you've actually got that modification, then you can place it onto the item, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, transmutation and augmentation are essentially allow you to flesh out your builds essentially and get the modifications you want. I've mostly been going for battle chemistry damage, increasing damage on mine, and it seems to be working out pretty well. I also unlocked ice magic, thanks again to Kaim, however you pronounce it. I do apologise for that. Yeah, so I'm currently leveling it up. Don't have many skills in it because ice magic is like fire magic, where you have to learn the recipes yourself. So yeah, to get more skills, I'll need to go and learn the recipes for that. But I'm just leveling it up because ice magic battle chemistry I'm kind of quite excited about that combination, because I do like cold based stuff. I love winter and that kind of thing. So yeah, there's a kind of looking at that as maybe a final build type thing, maybe as an area effects kind of build. But I'm still leveling staff. I'm still leveling staff as well. That's fine. My battle chemistry I've kind of maxed out at level. What level am I at? It doesn't always work for some reason when you're trying to find out what level your skills are. Let's just do this. Battle chemistry is currently 63. That's max for me at the moment. I've bought up to level 60 and I've got 3 from bonuses. To unlock up to level 70, it's a lot of cash. I'm not sure if I can afford that yet. I've done the same for staff as well, so staff is unlocked up to level 60 plus whatever bonuses I've got. So yeah, and I'm here in Carpal Tunnels, which is a dungeon, and I've just been basically, yeah, as I said, leveling skills. I leveled staff. I maxed out shield that I was capable of doing, so I think shield is like 50 something, 56, because shield plus battle chemistry is a good combination for travel, letting you move around the environment faster. So that's why I leveled that up. But battle chemistry is definitely my main skill. I use it with everything. I really like it, and I'm just combining it with a couple of different things essentially. Let's renew my extra skin 4, which is a little buff. I'm not sure if the volume's too high. Let's turn it down a little bit. The reason I like battle chemistry is it's got quite a shamany feeling to it. You get a buff, so you even get a run buff, 2 run buffs actually. Yeah, and the whole alchemy thing fits in quite well. So I'm quite enjoying it. As you look at my equipment, I just have to show you. He looks like he's just come from some nightclub somewhere, some elf nightclub, some elf rave. Very strange get up, but you know, at the moment, until I get up to, I guess, level 70 and I start thinking about my final build thing, I'm just using whatever equipment I pick up at the moment, whatever's best stats wise. So yeah, so I've been leveling skills with. I've been using battle chemistry to level my other skills. So the way you do that essentially is that you I've only got 3 ice skills. None of them really do anything to these mobs particularly. So I've got a cold protection skill. Just use that and then run in and blow stuff up basically. There we go. Let's move back. I think he should hopefully die. I've got a little my battle chemistry skills have got a nice dot on at the moment, where I do when I use one of my bombs, it does 145 damage, is it, over 145 damage over 10 seconds. So that normally kills stuff off. For the transmutation, you can only really use magical items, so from green or above, I believe that's how it works anyway. Nice yellow ring there, but it's got an archery skill on it. I've got no idea why. There you go. This might be quite good for when I'm travelling underwater though. It's got underwater held breath +4. That might be quite. Yeah, so it needs to be green or above before you can break it down. And at the transmutation trainer, you need to unlock skills to break down different levels of equipment and different quality of equipment as well. So yeah, it's got all that stuff going on. But this is basically how you raise your skills. You just use one of the skills in the tree that you're leveling, and then just blow stuff up essentially. Where's the pig gone? There we go. I'm collecting as many ice cores as I can at the moment, because one of my Landry the Cold, who does training for ice magic, likes them for favour. So picking as many of those up as I can. Yeah, so it's whenever you use a skill in a tree, that tree will gain magic for a minute, will gain XP for a minute basically. So yeah, you need to make sure you keep using it. God knows how much experience I've lost just through not using the skill. Yeah. Is he gonna die? Why has he not got the dot on him? I've no idea. I'm using ice magic against an ice slick, which is probably not the most sensible of things to do. Yeah, so this is what I've been doing essentially. It's what I've playing through with Kaim, as I said. When you're playing through with someone who's higher level, it gives you a more of an appreciation of the game and its systems. I mean, I have to say, and I think I've got over the honeymoon period now. But this is one of the most interesting games I've played for a long time. Just in general, you know, forget that it's an MMO. Just games in general. This is one of the most interesting I've played for a long time. There are just so many systems, and they're all intertwined. And what I quite like is when you come out and there are so many skills. But hang on, let's just kill this dude. There we go. I'll still level up. Yeah, there are so many different skills and whatnot, but a lot of your hunting, there's a lot of synergy. They're all intertwined in various ways. Some of which, I must confess, does get a bit trying sometimes. I mean, I needed to unlock another skill to upgrade one of my battle chemist skills recently, but that's fine. You know, it happens now and again. But what I quite like is the fact that the game's just... oops, holy smokes. Spawned on me there. What I really like is that when you're out levelling, there are so many skills to level, but you can level them... you level multiples at a time. So at the moment I'm doing ice magic. I'm raising fungoid anatomy just by doing autopsies on the mobs that will give me XP. I'm raising transmutation as well. There's another skill called hopology for staff, which I'm also raising in between doing other stuff. So yeah, you're always raising more than one skill, which I really like. It doesn't. I just find some MMOs just try and limit you. You know, they want to slow the game down, but they want you to take as much time as possible doing stuff. Maybe because there's not enough content. But what I'm finding here is that I've been playing for a long time, quite a long time already. And I don't even feel like I've scratched the surface yet, which is really good. Yeah, it's I just like the way that it doesn't feel as though they're just pushing you along. I mean, this game is a massive grind, don't get me wrong, but I think the game does a lot to alleviate that. Oh, leveled up in fungoid anatomy as well. But the game does a lot to alleviate that, I think, by just allowing you to... You feel like you're making progress, but just by allowing you to level up multiple things at once. I mean, when I first started the game, I was leveling up stuff. I didn't even realise I was leveling up stuff. It was, yeah, it was just awesome like that. These dudes have spawned again. That could be bad news. Okay. My little dots kind of work their damage generally. That's quite good. I recommend let's pick that up. People talk about battle chemistry fire magic being difficult to level up, but I think it's easier than battle chemistry personally. I mean, I can't stress enough how important an area effect skill is, because it allows you to do this. I mean, I came into this dungeon an hour or so ago, and my ice magic skill's level 1. It's now level 21. I'll easily get it to 50 here, easily, in a fairly short space of time. Anywhere really, you could go anywhere and do it. Yeah, so I can't stress enough how important... There's a helicopter going over. I do apologise. I can't stress enough how important an area effect skill is. Just for sort of levelling other skills, and I guess for your own sanity as well. You know, it's... There are so many skills and they're all really interesting. It's quite nice just to be able to blast one up a bit so you can just see what it's really like. Am I really going to like this? Yeah, it's pretty good. So I would recommend trying to get fire magic up a bit, which allows you to... Is that a magic ring? Not really. Yeah, which allows you to then raise other skills. Okay, that's 500. I might as well keep. These mantises drop skill books quite often as well, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if they've nerfed this here, but okay. So I need to distill some stuff. What I like about distilling as well is that before it got to... Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Let's drop a green item. I'm encumbered. I'm over encumbered, so I can't do some stuff. Can't do that one either. There we go. Yeah, what I like about Transmutation as well is it lets you clear out your magic, because what would happen is I would leave loads of magical items wherever I was hunting, because I never had enough space. But Transmutation just lets you get rid of all the magical crap that you've got, and you get something from it as well, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if there's some nerfing been going on here, but quite often these scrolls here that drop have often been, going now and again, are recipes, but I haven't got a recipe here now. Oh, there's one. Okay, that's the first one that I've got from these scrolls for quite some time. Whereas recently they've been a lot better than that. So I'm wondering if they were just nerfed, a little bit of silent nerf, because it was just a bit too, it's a bit too good with regards to, getting cash essentially. 21 ice magic. And what happens, this little blue marker, what happens is that the skill you're leveling can't be 25 levels less than your skill you're using to level it with. So when I first started raising ice magic, I had to use lower level battle chemistry skills, but the skill levels up so much that the skill levels up so quickly that it doesn't take long before you can start using your top of the line, your top of the line skills in whatever tree it is you're using to power level the other tree. What have we got here? Some more icy dudes. But I mean, battle chemistry for me has been a revelation. Really, I love the idea of. You can't see it in my hand, which is really annoying. But I love the idea of having a flask. And, let's blow that up. I love the idea of having a flask and just chucking chemicals around. It's pretty awesome. The only thing that I thought would have been quite interesting is if when you leveled up skills, rather than buying them at a merchant, you had to get some, only a one-time thing, but you had to get some ingredients together and actually mix up the skills yourself. That would be quite interesting. A bit like you do with fire and ice magic, where you have to kind of learn them at a fire stove type place. That would have been pretty awesome. I think there was also an area. I stopped playing the game. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did stop playing the game for a short period of time because there was a bit of an area effect. I'm out of food. There was an area effect nerf, which basically meant that if you attack for the first 3 mobs that you're AoEing, for every mob over that, you start doing less damage, and so the more mobs you're AoEing, the less damage each of them take. So that was a way to try, because I think what was happening was that some okay, so there's a druid emergency now, which how far away from it am I? I'm a fair trot away from it. It kind of means that shortly I'll stop earning experience, so I'll probably stop. I mean, the druid thing is a thing that if you become a druid, this happens every now and again, where you can't earn any XP until the emergency has been sorted out. Essentially, it's not. A lot of people say, "Oh God, I hate being. I wish I hadn't chosen druid," but it's not really too much of a problem, to be honest. Even off peak, I've noticed that people will rush there. The emergency is over pretty quickly, and you just carry on going about your business. Essentially, let's see if I can. It doesn't kick in. It doesn't kick in immediately, I don't think. So let's just eat some food. I just noticed I haven't had my golem out, because you get a nice little golem as well for alchemy, for battle chemistry, I should say. Let's pull these dudes. Let's see if we get any See if we get any XPs. I don't know if we will. No. So once the emergency starts, that's it. No XP. Basically. What I might do actually is I might head over to... Let's head over to... head over to Serval. Okay. Let's travel. Change to my... I've got quite a few loadouts now. I changed to my travel loadout, which just means I run a bit faster, essentially. Quite a bit faster. I have to say, like the friend of the channel who I was playing with, his movement speed is just ridiculous. I couldn't believe how fast he was moving. Literally, like, outside, he was halfway across the map before I was even a tenth of the way across the map. It's quite amazing. I'm trying to work that up to get to that point. What I'm finding is, and I think it's just one of those things, is that you there we go. That's where we need to go. Is that the game is heavily based around, which is not a bad thing, but it's heavily based around the favour system, and also unlocking skills costs a lot of money. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but yeah, you know, that's a lot of it. That's where I'm finding a lot of the grind is. Raising skills is not too much of a problem, but raising favour with the different NPCs that you need favour with, yeah, is where you spend a lot of your time. Certainly, that's what I found anyway. What I might do is let me show you a little. Let me show you a little NPC. That's good to know. There's an NPC around here called Fleer. And I maxed out my red apple. I maxed out my favour with her because she's got a lot of money. And there's a lot of things that she buys for full price. But she also helped with my alchemy when I was raising alchemy. I raised alchemy essentially by leveling it by making inks, and she bought the inks for not the max price. Well, I lost a little bit of money on each sale, but it did allow me to level up alchemy quicker than I would have done. But she's just over here. She is over here. Where is she? There she goes. There she is. Okay. Particularly recipes and skill books. She buys. She's quite good with those. Not so good with magical items, but there are certain things that she pays full price for. I'm just going to sell this stuff. I should probably keep it for later on, so I can learn it. But yeah. So skill books and all that sort of stuff. She buys wood. She buys full price. What else have we got? These ancient coins she buys full price, but you should save those. She buys the flog for full price as well. Look at that, 16,000 crowns worth of flog I've got there. Well, actually 23, so 45 grand worth of flog I've got there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go and show you. Let's go and show you some transmutation, just quickly how it works. I actually had another thing I was going to talk about as well. It was I did a stream a week or two ago, and we were talking about playing MMOs as a single player game, essentially. And I know that you guys probably get the impression that I do that, and actually in this game I've grouped a lot, so that's changing a bit. But yeah, I mean I am one of those people who can enjoy MMOs as a single player game. I think because most single player role playing games, I personally find still lacking like a lot. You know, I mean, Witcher 3 is great, lots of great quests and stuff, but nothing feels, to me anyway, nothing feels as immersive as an MMO. Nothing feels as deep. Systems don't feel as deep as an MMO, or as dangerous, or as tense, or as exciting. And so I kind of, a lot of people go, what are you playing MMO on your own for? But I think they probably, they're probably missing the fact that it's a role-playing game and you like role-playing games. So it's also very deep, and a lot deeper than a lot of single-player MMOs. So here's the transmutation bench. Basically, you take an item. What have we got here? don't think there's anything here that I'm going to be able to upgrade that's going to be, you know, brilliant. Let's take this ring, confirm. Okay, so I can change any of these abilities on the ring. So your Golem minions doom, add mixture. Should be mixture. My Golem has got that. Deals plus 90 damage, so I can change that basically to a different battle chemistry power, and it uses up some flog. It also decreases the durability of the item. I think you get 3 or 4 goes per item, and then there's a transmutation skill that lets you increase the durability again, so you can try it again. So we got, okay, so that was pretty decent. I mean, I've got a ring. I've got a ring with that already. This ring's got quite a lot on it. It's got a dot from my bomb attacks. It also increases all the damage of my bomb attacks as well. But that's changed the skill there to all bomb attacks ignite the target. So that's how transmutation works. All done. So confirm. So let's try that one. And we'll replace it with. Okay, so that ring has now got 2 different modifications. It's random, as I said. There is a small amount of RNG involved, which you can kind of cut the RNG percentages down, so you've got more of a, so it's more favourable for yourself. But that's how transmutation works. I haven't started leveling augmentation yet. That's what I need to do next. I think maybe it works in the same way. I'm not sure, but I need to. Of course, I need to gain favour with that NPC as well. Probably what I might do here is, yeah, I might travel over to Gazlook, and these items that have got battle chemistry requirements, I can give them to an NPC there to increase my favour, which I think I need to do, so I might go and do that now. Anyway guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. The problem that I've got, like, I've done a lot in the game that I haven't recorded, so like gaining skills like ice magic, for example, and stuff. And I guess that's stuff that I kind of did want to show you, all those kind of things, and I will get around to doing it. But for anyone who's new to the channel because of the Project Gorgon videos, I'm a sickly boy, or sickly man now, old man, not too old, but old enough. And so my health dictates when I can do videos, and that's primarily why I haven't. There's a load of stuff I've done, but I haven't recorded it. But I do want to get to that point where I'm recording stuff that, like guides on how to do guides, that kind of thing, you know. So maybe I can get together with whoever, you know, and I can do some guides on, or we can do some guides on how to do stuff in the game. And just bringing you more than just a bit of leveling, and you know, and that's it. But this has got transmutation in, so I guess that's okay. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.